toggleable lights, which is really hard to say. So we're going to not say it too often. In here, content browser, we have these lights that can be switched on and off. There's spotlight. What I'm going to do is raise it up in the air, double click on it, make it to have an inner and outer cone that matches, and bump up the light source. Yeah, there we go. And why not just change the color too while we're getting all spiffy. There we go. Big, huge, ugly green light. Okay. Well, I'm going to turn that light off. Here is enabled. So I'm going to check that. So it's off by nature. And then right click on the floor, add actor, add trigger. Okay, this trigger, I'm just going to drag it over here just a little bit. Going to double click on it and uncheck hidden. That's under display, by the way. So display, hidden. Okay, next, let's hop into Kismet and write some scripting here. Get rid of that, it's annoying. First off, the trigger, highlight it, then right click over here. New event using trigger, touched. Next, we need the variable of the light. Right click. New object var using spotlight. Okay, so we got two events here, but we need the actual event itself, which is an action, and that's toggle. And there's toggle. Okay, you can hook this up in a myriad of different ways and get a different result every time. So in this case, I'm going to have target, and I'm just going to have touch to toggle. Okay, then I'm just going to jump into it. And I'll jump into it right about here so I can see this. Alright, so light is off, light is on. Now, in here, on the touch trigger, set that to 0. See where it says max trigger count? 0. So now there is no max. There's just always. Okay. On, off. On, off. Okay, that's pretty cool. But what if we did this? Let's break all connections. And let's say touched is on, untouched is off. Okay, so I'm over top of it. Now I don't have to touch it twice. When I pass over the spot, that's when it turns on. Okay. Last but not least, just because we haven't covered any of these yet, these triggers have a radius. That is really hard to find. So I type in RAD. Aha. And you can see I can change its radius. I could change it to like maybe 100 instead. Then right click play from here. Now, yep, I don't have to be right on top of the light. So 100 is, it's not as big as you think it is. You know, sometimes I'll set these to like 500. But there's another thing that you can add, and it's a trigger volume if you're going to go that big. We'll get into trigger volumes and all that good stuff later on. But for right now, let's stick with the context with is lights. All right, enjoy. On to the next tutorial.